One series lead and a chance to close it out at home on Tuesday. Wasn't all easy, though. The Spurs trailed by 17 points at halftime, still ended up winning the game by 19 points, becoming the first team in postseason history to trail by 15 or more at the break and still win by at least 15. Did the win yesterday maybe erase any doubt anyone had about the Spurs going on a deep playoff run? Perk, I go to you because I remember there were some question marks once Wemby got hurt.
You damn right it did. And look, Shay, it was a lot of statements that were made over the weekend, right? When you think about Minnesota and what they doing to Denver, SGA and what he did down in Phoenix after being crucified about, getting fouled, with his foul the free throw merch and stuff like that. Obviously, Orlando doing some stuff. But San Antonio had the biggest statement over the weekend, and they silenced a lot of doubters, in my opinion, and showed why they're really on the verge of winning the NBA championship. Because the only knock on the San Antonio Spurs all season long has been their lack of experience. And here they are, since Friday, going to a hostile environment in Portland on the road with a bunch of young guys. In game 3, they go in there without their guy, their generational talent, Stephon Castle 33, Dylan Harper 27. Okay, fast forward to yesterday's game. They down 19. They never seem phased or anything. All of a sudden they make a run and we see De'Aaron Fox show up, Wemby show up in the fourth quarter. And what it showed me is that these guys are young, but they have old souls. And for them to pass that test on the road in the postseason, going into that hostile environment, dealing with some adversity, and still coming out 2-0 heading back to San Antonio, you damn right it erased all concerns concerning the San Antonio Spurs when it comes down to them being legit and possibly winning the NBA championship this year.
I think this is a complete overreaction by Big Perk, Kendrick Perkins. I think he's doing it because he's addicted to his pick. He's got the San Antonio Spurs winning the championship. So, asking Big Perk this question is like asking him is the sky is blue. It's like asking him is Beaumont, Texas is home. It's like asking him, did he mind sitting courtside with Tracy Morgan and the crew? Duh. We know what Perk's answer's going to be because it validates his point. And Perk don't want to shift at all from his position. I ain't minding that. I love you for it. But Perk ain't trying to budge. His big ass, he ain't trying to move nowhere. Ain't nobody gonna move him either unless absolutely positively necessary. He got the Spurs winning the championship, so it's very, very predictable what he was going to say. The only thing that can move Perk is that wonderful, wonderful wife of his, because she's the boss. By the way, y'all don't know. In case everybody don't know, she's the boss. Make no mistake about it. So he know better than that, okay? She the only one that can move him. Outside of that, ain't nobody moving Perk. This is where he gonna stand until the Spurs get knocked off. Here's my point. I don't blame you for feeling that way, my brother, because I was impressed that the Spurs did not look phased at all, down 17. They were like, it looked like they just said, you know what, let's just stop playing games. Let's just stop playing the games. But let's understand why they were able to do that. It's because it was against the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, we respect what we're seeing from the Portland Trail Blazers. We need to respect it. Scoot Henderson, I'm a fan. I'm a big-time fan. Obviously, I'm a big-time fan. And when Dame Dollar comes back next year, Dame time is in the building. It's going to be a little bit different. I can't wait to see Dame time back in the mix, especially with Scoot Henderson in that backcourt, because I'm thinking about Tyrese Maxey. I'm thinking about VJ Edgecombe. I'm thinking about what a star backcourt that is in Philadelphia for the future, and that's how I'm feeling about Portland, even though obviously Damian Lillard is older than all of them. We got that part. But the point is, it is the Portland Trail Blazers. They're not ready yet. We understand that. They're a good young team. They got talent. They're feisty. They can come at you. But they ain't ready for this. San Antonio's a different level. We got to understand that. San Antonio was not going up against an OKC, even though they beat them 4 out of 5 times in the regular season this year. They're not going against an OKC or somebody like that. They're not going against a Boston. They're going against the Portland Trail Blazers. Portland ain't ready yet. They're not ready for this moment. You got to go through your growing pains. That's what they're doing right now. And that's why I'm saying it's an overreaction on Big Perk's part. Big Perk is acting like what they did. You know what? They'll do that against anybody. They ain't outscoring just anybody by 38 points in the second half. It's not about the win. They outscored Portland by 38 points. They were getting blown away in the first half and blew them out in the second half. It don't go down like that under normal circumstances. Perk knows better. He's just not going to admit it because that immovable object that he is not going to budge.
Oh, God.
That's all this is about, y'all. That's all this is about.
Perk, you can defend yourself. Go ahead. Get back at him.
No, Shay, this is not about my pick. Look, don't listen to SA. I've been having this been my big brother for the last 7 years. I know what he's doing right now. I ain't taking the bait. Damn it, I'm standing on this. You want to know why? Because it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And SA, last time I checked, Drew Holiday, who's a two-time champion, is over there in that Portland line. Robert Williams, who's from Boston, who was traded from Boston, is over there. A guy that had an effect on the game in Game 3. My thing is, look at the Wemby effect, right? Just think about this for a second. Yeah, they had to gut it out in Game 3 without him. Dylan Harper was ready for the big stage. Him and Scoot Henderson was going back and forth. I love how he rose to the occasion. But it was all about Wemby to me in Game 4 and his impact on both ends of the floor. He is an offensive system along with a defensive system. The way that he's able to set the tone and be able to anchor a defense, I've never seen anything like it in my life. When you think about when him taking out Klingon and Robert Williams and them having no impact whatsoever after Game 3, Klingon had 11 rebounds, Rob Williams had 11 and 9 off the bench, and all of a sudden you see Wemby turn it up a notch. He came into Game 4 offensively shooting jump shot after jump shot after jump shot in the first half, and then all of a sudden he realized, now I'm going to go get my bread and butter, and that's in the paint. I'm going to set some screens, I'm going to roll to the basket, I'm going to catch lobs, and I'm going to dunk it. To me, when you're on the road and you come back being down double digits as a young squad and you stay poised and keep it together and end up winning by double digits along with holding them under 100 points, damn it, you looking and you working with something.
What the hell are you doing? Trying to imitate one of the great imitators and comedians, Ari Spears, when he's imitating Shaq? Told me, give me the ball. I'm going to dunk it. I'm big brother. You little brother. I mean, what is that? What is that? So it's Wemby. We know what Wemby can do. We know what Wemby can do. The issue is, how about De'Aaron Fox? How about De'Aaron Fox shooting 65% from the field? How about him shooting 7 or 8? In the paint. The fact of the matter is, Portland, we know what Wemby can do. The problem is Portland doesn't pose much of a resistance defensively. That's the point that I'm making. Wemby's going to be Wemby. I understand that. But you can still beat the San Antonio Spurs, even with Wemby being Wemby, if you neutralize other people. Portland wasn't doing that because they're not equipped to do it. That's all I'm trying to say. They're young, they're up and coming. I know they got veterans like a Williams, like a Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday obviously is a champion, personified. The brother brings credibility and experience and all of that with you. But collectively speaking, and who they really hang their hat on are a bunch of young brothers that ain't ready yet. They're skilled. They're only going to learn from this. They'll be even better next year and the year beyond and the year beyond. But they ain't ready for a 7'5" dude with a supporting cast who ain't shying away from the smoke, ain't scared of anybody, okay? And you got to get like De'Aaron Fox who can ball, but you got to have something defensively to neutralize everybody else. And they can't do it. Other teams are going to be able to do what Portland can't do. That's all I'm saying. Wemby's a separate matter. But everybody else on the Spurs shouldn't be looking like, yo, we getting blown out in the first half. It means absolutely nothing to us because we're going to blow you out by 38.